early. 6 straight touchdown drives by the offense of Derek Carr and, well, blouses in Dallas. It had me thinking, after the Cowboys got blown out by 25 points, it had me thinking about this one, 2-5. Are we sure the Cowboys are good?
Oh.
Wait.
Who said that they were good?
No, the question, is it if the Cowboys are good or if the quarterback is good? Wait, because you said so many different things.
Cowboys.
My mic is crazy. Yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
The Cowboys. Oh, my bad.
Cowboys are good.
I don't know, right? And this is the reason why I say I don't know, because before the season started, I said, yo, they're a good team. They're always a good team, right? They're always a 12-win type team no matter how you cut it. And I watched them have 9 All-Pros, and that wasn't enough, right? And now I get to this point where when I watch them play, they don't have as much talent as they used to have, and they're not stopping the run, which that was one of their weaknesses for years, right? Now they're getting the ball passed on them. They haven't been doing that for years. On offense, I'm not saying the explosiveness on offense like I'm used to seeing, right? I joke a lot about Dak Prescott. He's always up and down, but lately he's been up. But when I watch him, I don't see that explosive offense like we thought we were going to get. So, yes, are they good? I truly don't know. Because now, they've always been a dominant home team. Now it's like, yo, we got the Cowboys at home, cool. I watched them young boys from the Packers come up there and do whatever they want to do, throw, run, etc. They won in the playoffs. Then we get back to the Saints. Saints, good team. We didn't expect much from the Saints, so I don't want nobody acting like they thought they was going to do so much. Okay. Yeah. They playing good ball. They come to Dallas. We not think they're going to win that game, and they whoop them. Yep. So when you ask me, are they good? I truly do not know.
But, that's what, who said they were good? Are you driving in the morning and thinking about what we're going to be talking about, saying, oh, they're good?
The players.
It is the Cowboys.
The people that they got, the players. You got Micah, you got Dak, you got CD, you got...
I just think
it's a hard question, and I'm with you. It's okay to not know. It's early right now. I don't know if they're good. I think the Saints are good, and none of us up here called it. Yep. But they went in there, the play action, passing game, the motions, the shifts. It caught Dallas's defense off guard. And I'll be the first one to say, I got up here after week 1 when Dallas beat Deshaun Watson and had 7 sacks on him. I was like, this Dallas defense is back. And I'm like, oh, maybe I need to walk that back a little bit, because you just don't know. You get one Dallas team one week, you get another completely different Dallas team the next week. So I don't know. You got to go out there and prove it. At the end of the day, it comes down to attitude and effort. When you're getting your butt whooped in the 3rd and 4th quarter, exactly what you said, I saw zero attitude. I saw zero effort. There was no pressures on Derek Carr at all. And it's just like they don't have any weapons outside of CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. That's what it is for me on offense, that I'm a little bit like, Dak has not played. He's played okay. He hasn't played great the first 2 games, stat-wise. He hasn't. He's turned the ball over. And you see in teams right now understanding how to beat them on offense. Double cover CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. Roll a safety up over top. Their running back room, I mean, Shady, you could talk about it more than anyone. Zeke, Dalvin Cook isn't even active. He's on practice squad. Rico Dowdle, you go into a season thinking, man, Dak is going to have to carry us. And he is going to have to be great for us to get back to it. I was leaning on the defense, but they haven't shown me enough yet.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they're a good football team. I don't believe that they're a championship football team.
Well, they've never been that.
But what I'm saying is there's some 2-0 teams out there that are not good football teams, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
So the Cowboys sit here at 1-1, and they just got beat down by the Saints. But this just lets me know, you guys are a good football team. You might turn this season into some wins, because that's what you guys do, 12, 12, 12, the last 3 seasons. But the goal is to get to a championship. And the first 2 weeks of the season, and I know it's really, really early, I don't see a championship football team. It's a couple teams that I watch, and I say, yep, championship football team. I don't see that with the Cowboys. I believe they are a good football team because they have good players, but they are not a championship good football team.
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure because I don't know if the Cowboys have the talent on offense.
Okay.
The running back room is so void of a playmaker that you have nothing there. You got Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb really as your main receiving threats. If one goes out, who you going to? Y'all, it was 4th and 4. Got to have it down 13-45 in the 4th quarter, and they targeted Brevin Spanford.
Who?
The 3rd-string tight end undrafted from Minnesota. I said that.
Jake Ferguson's out, right?
He was out at that point. I said, who? I'm like, y'all trying to win a ball game, and y'all targeting a dude that and I cover the Cowboys. And I said, who? At the point in which you don't have the firepower, you just don't have the guys. I think the Cowboys have the ability to be really good on defense, but offensively, I don't even know if the Cowboys have the ability to be great. I just don't know if they have the firepower, man. They need a number 3 receiver desperately. They need Brandon Cooks to do more. Yeah. All you got is CeeDee Lamb, and you don't have a running back. I saw Deuce Vaughn getting some touches. A great story in college. I don't know if he'll ever have a meaningful impact in the National Football League just based upon his playing style and his size, et cetera. So I'm not, I got to be honest, man, I am not.
Hell, franchise worse. I mean, 30.5 points allowed. That's the worst Cowboys had in the last 35 years. Like, gosh, they don't do that.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
We will find out. Well, what we got to discuss is what in the world happened with the Eagles yesterday. Should they be embarrassed? Oh, it's about to get good. I got the Eagles all-time rushing leader here to talk about it. Should the Eagles be embarrassed after that late-game collapse to the fact in their backup quarterback in Sam Darnold? Deebo Samuel, he's now out for several weeks with the lower extremity injury. Christian McCaffrey, he's out for at least 4 weeks with the calf/Achilles tendonitis. So here is the question, James Jones. The Niners lost to the Vikings. After losing to them last year as well, I remind everybody, Brock Purdy did not look great, though statistically he did amount several yards. James, bad game or bad sign for the Niners?
I'm going to say this is a bad game for the Niners. 2 for 10 on third down. They were very, very bad on third down. I don't know what it is about the Minnesota Vikings and on the road against Minnesota. They just don't play well. Because if you watched the game last year, Brock Purdy played worse last year than he did this year. And they still ended up in the Super Bowl. It is week 2. I know the Niners have a really good football team. I know they're battling some injuries right now. But I'm going to say this is a bad game. And I think O'Connell has the Niners number defensively, and my man over there calling them defensive plays against Kyle Shanahan, Brian Flores, he has his number defensively over there going up against Kyle Shanahan. So the Vikings play the Niners tough. They know how to play the Niners. I'm going to say this is a bad football game. I don't know if this game necessarily goes like that in San Francisco. I'm not that confident in the Vikings going to San Francisco. I'm going to say this was a bad game, not a bad sign. You thinking about it, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, it's difficult for me a little bit because, I mean, I think it's a bad game. But it can turn into a bad sign.
Elaborate.
Well, Deebo Samuel out, okay, for a long time. CMC out, IR. The 49ers are 0-3 with Brock Purdy at quarterback when Deebo Samuel does not play. He's a secret sauce when it comes to that. He had 10 targets. He had 110 yards last game. He was really watching the film and the all-22. He was the only guy, our guy, Brock. Brandon Ayuk is not all the way back. I don't know what you see, just conditioning standpoint.
I've been saying that from the get-go.
And it's tough for a receiver to miss. You can't sit out. But at the end of the day, the only reason that it will or will not turn into a bad sign is the guy under center, and that's Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, you've been talked about, and I'm a big fan of Brock Purdy. You've been talked about your entire career. Is he a system guy, or can he be a quarterback like a Josh Allen or like a Lamar or like a Patrick? Can you put the team on your back, and can you do something with it? Can you facilitate a loaded roster around you, and just do you win if things go right? Do you win if Kyle Shanahan gives you the perfect play? Or are you going to take it into your own hands? Are you going to, all you have is Brandon Ayuk. And George Kittle was, he got an IV, he missed the game. You have Jordan Mason. You don't have your guys. Trent Williams even himself said he's 85% back. At the end of the day, can you, Brock Purdy, do what everyone thinks you can't do? Because most people out there think this is Kyle Shanahan's system. I put the onus on you for the next 4 or 5 games to see if you can get some wins. And their schedule lines up well. At the end of the day, Brock Purdy, you play well, the 49ers will win.
You think he will? You think he can do it? Or you think it's more the system? Before I answer, I just want to perspective.
I think he's a good quarterback.
Okay.
I think the system elevates him.
I agree with that. And I would say it the same way. All right. You ready for mine? I'm going to say it's a bad sign, right? For a lot of different reasons. One is, I think the best receiver for that team, right? Brandon Ayuk, right? Come off the contract situation, you missed a whole bunch of camp, and you just see like he's not really himself yet. Still rusty, which we kind of knew that. Yeah. Same thing with Bosa when he missed time for the contract. All right, your biggest impact player, I'm going with Deebo Samuel. Now he's hurt. He's dealing with whatever he has going on. I went to actually go watch the game last year, and I could see the impact he has on offense and defense, right? He gets that big run, runs the guy over, makes the guy miss. The defense is hype, so is the offense. So he's going. Trent Williams is the best player on the whole team. He just talked about how he feels he's 80%. He's still getting to that elite level. And then your best player on offense, CMC, is not there. He's going to be going for the next 3 to 4 games. So as I'm looking at this whole team, okay, that's the offense part. Let's go to the defense. On third downs, your defense is ranked 31st out of the NFL, right? That's not really the Niners football. Yeah.
31st?
Red zone touchdown percentage, 24th. Passing defense, 23rd. Total defense, 20. And my thing is, knowing the Niners, if the offense is not going well, that's cool because we got this defense. I watched this interview that asked Justin